Well, hey there, friends. Welcome to episode number 88 of It'll Be Fine. We're still a socially distant baking food chat show. We're in December, so it's time to bring out the festive sweaters. And no, I decided to wear this myself. This was not a dare. I'm your friend, your pal Kelly Zemnickis. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so enjoy my Star Wars holiday Hoth dress. Ta-da! Thank you as always to Rob Pincombe for buying me this. It was very nice of you and your wife. Anyhow, guys, on today's show, we're going to have a good time, as we always do. Today we are making what I am calling a pop cake. Soda pop, soft drink cake, didn't sound as good. Going with pop cake. You know why? Because you're going to need a bottle of pop for this cake. I'm going with this one. It seemed very appropriate. Frontline workers, thank you. On today's show, we are making a cake that requires some soda pop, some soft drinks, however you want to call it. And we are bringing back a guest I am so glad to be baking with once again. Last time she was here in the kitchen. We made a variety of cookies, vegan and gluten-free, because this gal's got a ton of allergies. She does, but she also has a ton of personality. She's one of the coolest cats on the block and one half of the comedy producing powerhouse here in Toronto that is Black Sheep Comedy. Darcia Armstrong is back today. We're making cake with soda pop. It's gonna be good. And on today's show, as it is a new month, we are showing love to two new charities, one of which is Feeding America. Info on them is in the show description. So guys, get ready. It's time for some cake. It's gonna be fine. The shirt's very warm. Yeah.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All right, so for this recipe, as I mentioned off the top, you're gonna need some pop. I have gone with Coke Zero. Seriously, use what you want. You may want to do like a cherry Coke because there's berries in this. So it could add a bit of flavor, however artificial. For my berries, by the way, I'm going with blueberry and raspberry. I took them out of the freezer so they're nice and thawed out. You're gonna need a can of frosting and a cake mix of your choosing. I'm going with chocolate devil's food cake, Betty Crocker. And that is it. That's it. Nothing else.
So if you can't tell just by looking at me, like I grew up like total trailer trash, right? And so cakes and stuff, like I've learned like a lot of tricks on how to make like super cheap, super easy things look like expensive.
I love it.
So that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm not even going to pull out like, you know, my mixer to mix the cake because we didn't have a mixer. So I'm just going to use the old fashioned fork and whatnot. And this is like the easiest cake you will ever come across. It's the biggest cheat on the planet. And even though I am no longer like dirt poor, I still keep a box cake in my cupboard and a can of Coke. Warm Coke, like just in case I have like company come over and I don't feel like cooking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all you need for this, honest to goodness, is any box cake. Now I'm gonna try a new one. Usually I use like some gluten-free. So I'm gonna use the gluten-free version, which you can use.
Okay.
This is vanilla, only because this is the one I usually use. It's like the Betty Crocker, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But my husband has been doing the shopping because of COVID, so he's now the only one who kind of leaves the house and does those kind of chores.
Yeah.
So he brought me home a wrong one last night. So we're gonna try with the wrong one. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. And apparently I'm gonna be making like a double cake because I'm gonna try it with this one here.
Oh, I like the name of that. Namaste.
Yeah, right?
It's so
I
sad.
tried their pancake mix before, and honest to God, it was awful. Like, you cannot get it to have a right consistency of pancake. It's terrible. So hopefully the cake is going to turn out better. We're going to see. But I'm sure everyone has seen the Coca-Cola box cake recipes.
Yeah.
And it's like basically you just take like a package of the box cake, mix it with Coke. Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola has like leavening agents and whatnot, so it actually replaces like the eggs and the oil. You don't need anything other than Coke. Now, I have never ever used like one can of Coke to one box. I've always like had to make it the right consistency, so I don't know.
All right. Well, I got the one, so I gotta hope this works.
Well, we will just see, won't we?
I live alone, so no one's gonna judge me. It's fine. It's fine.
Like I said, I usually kind of like dump most of it and then double check and then dump it again. But you know, you can just, you know, go for it, go crazy. And
All right, that's what I've got, friends. That's what that looks like. And then mix it up.
mix it up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I use most of my Coke.
Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 cans because this is like a double box. It makes 2 cakes.
Now, would you ever suggest using like a cherry Coke to enhance the flavor?
You can try it, and you know what? Like if you want to make like a creamsicle cake, you just take vanilla cake mix and orange crush.
Oh.
Or if you want to make like a spice cake, you take spice cake mix and root beer.
Oh, that's so good. Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be chocolate. It doesn't have to be chocolate Coca-Cola cake. You can really take, like, you know, try different box mixes. Like, you know how they go on sale for $1 every once in a while?
yes.
So when they go on sale for $1, you can just pick up different, like, cake mixes and give it a go, you know?
Well, so
And you can actually look right online. They'll give you, like, ideas. Like, there's, like, there was like a Black Forest, which might be the cherry Coke. I don't know. There was, yeah, you can look them up, and there'll be different ones you can use, like basically anything, like Sprite, 7-Up, whatever.
So I've got a nice like moussey texture to mine, which I'm pretty happy with.
Great. I'm just gonna try to get some of the lumps out.
Yeah. It smells really good.
They say, you know, you don't have to butter the pans, but I'm gonna butter mine anyway.
Okay.
Just for funsies. I do have a brush to butter my pans with, but when I was a kid, I didn't. So we used a paper towel back then.
Okay. I will be honest, I use a paper towel to butter mine.
It's super easy, right? And then you don't have to wash anything after.
Because sometimes, even though I do love my little baking brush, sometimes you get those little hairs in it from the baking brush. And
Yeah, I have one of the silicone ones. I like it.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, the silicone one is nice.
All right. So I'm using coconut oil to butter mine.
Nice. See, I know margarine is disgusting. But 1, I grew up on it, and 2, I have to buy the vegan gluten-free. So I can't use butter anymore, but maybe I should try coconut oil. I've always just done the margarine, like it's the go-to.
I find coconut oil will work well for a baking dish. If it's more savory, I'm gonna go butter. I do like coconut oil to grease it up.
I'm just pouring it in now.
Oh, cool. Okay, done. All right.
Huh, I wonder if that'll all fit in one. I'm gonna try it.
All right.
Hopefully it won't rise too much.
Well, I am just doing one layer of this.
Sorry?
I'm just saying I'm just doing one layer of cake. You're doing 2. So.
No, I think I'm gonna see if I can get it all in one layer.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You know, we really should have recorded this next week. 'Cause next week is Mark's birthday.
Well, you know what? This goes to air next week, so we'll sing him happy birthday.
There you go. We'll sing him happy birthday, but I'm not singing him happy birthday.
I can't believe you were on the show a year ago.
I know. And it was about this time too, because I remember we wore Christmas stuff.
I will insert a clip of that.
With some maple syrup that my friend, and this is like it's a very runny maple syrup that my friend tapped from his tree.
Awesome.
So we're going to use the maple syrup.
Nice.
And speaking of Costco,
Yeah.
we're going to use maple flakes, which you can buy at Costco, and they are so good on everything.
I've never had them.
They're so good on cereal. They're so good on so
Amazing.
many things. So we're going to pair the hazelnut with
Awesome.
maple
That sounds
and see
good.
what happens.
That sounds really tasty. And what are the jams that you brought?
So for the jams, and we're going to use the what we're going to use there for the base is we're going to use the coconut flour mixed with ground almond meal. So we're going to mix those two, and these are grape jams.
That
The
you
white,
made,
the
right?
white's a jelly,
Awesome.
and the purple is a jam. And I made these from grapes that I grew in my garden. So we're
You're
gonna
a
be.
keener. You're producing comedy, you're doing stand-up, and you're making jams. This is amazing.
I am really fucked up, you guys. Like
It is like wearing a thermal blanket. This thing is so hot.
Yeah, that's why I'm actually wearing like a summer dress and a summer sweater right now. I don't even really have the heat
Gorgeous
in the
day.
house.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful day today. I have my patio door open. So.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mhm. All right. I think my oven's ready. I'm gonna chuck it in. Now we're cooking based on package directions, correct?
Yeah, exactly. You're following package directions up, except the Coke replaces the eggs in the oil.
Gotcha. Okay.
How long does yours say?
Mine says 30 minutes, but every oven is different.
Yeah, exactly. And mine, because I split it, it was going to be a little bit thinner. So, so we'll just see where it's at. I was going to bake one beforehand, but then I was like, man.
Yeah, so mine's going to go in at 350 degrees according to my box for 30 minutes. Hey, how was your show the other night with Pat?
Oh, it wasn't, who was on the show the other night? Pat's on this one coming up next week. Pat Thornton?
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, he's coming up December 11th, I believe.
Amazing. Awesome. Folks,
The last show was Dina Jackson was headlining.
that was me. And now I am the moment I was off your show, I invested in an Ethernet cable that I do believe could stretch to Detroit.
Nice. Well, we have Pat on in December 11th, and then we have 2 shows coming in January. And for the first time ever, Kathy and I are not hosting one of our shows.
So folks can go check that out on Black Sheep Comedy. And you got some website stuffs coming up, which I'm so glad I get to be a part of a little bit.
Yay! Yeah, hopefully that will launch in December, that website. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, friends, I am making some vintage dishes that are gross.
Oh, they're so gross. They're not like this recipe, which is
Good. Decided to change my hair color to pink. I was due to get my color redone. So by the time this latest round of lockdown ends, who knows what my hair color will be? I don't know.
Yeah, I keep debating on, the hair color thing, but really I'm very anxiously waiting to go gray.
I don't disagree with you. I colored my hair for years, like from 14 to I want to say 30. I colored my hair. And I was kind of pumped to have some gray hairs. I have 2. And I was disappointed, which sounds very weird, but I was like, gray is gonna be awesome. I don't have any.
Yeah, I have more than two, but not enough for my liking. I'm like, can I just like overnight go entirely gray? Because I'm really sick of the like 12 gray hairs.
Yeah.
Like I just want it to be all gray or no gray, right?
And they're strong hairs. They just like pink, pink. They're like right here.
Are your gray hairs like way thicker than your other hair?
Yes.
Because mine are way thicker. And you know what really pisses me off? The rest of my like, other than my mom and her three sisters, the rest of my family is very dark. Like they have dark brown to black hair and dark eyes.
Yeah.
And then my mother's like Swedish mother came along, and my mom and her sisters all have like the same color hair as I do.
Mm-hmm.
And all of their kids do as well, right? And I hated it. I hated it as a kid because they had these beautiful, like dark eyes, and they had darker skin tone, and they had beautiful dark hair.
Yeah.
And here I was like, just like this pasty thing with this like dishwater hair color. And the fun thing is, as I get older, I get angrier about it because the women in my family with the dark hair,
Yeah.
their hair turns red when they get older. Instead of going gray, their hair goes red, then white, like white. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how is that fair? Like, they get this like dark hair and all of a sudden red is running through it. And then their hair is red with white running through it. And then their hair is like Snow White. It's gorgeous.
That sounds beautiful.
It is. It is. And here I am, like stuck with 12 gray hairs that looks like pubes growing out of my head. It's ridiculous. Oh, these are looking nice. Like nowhere near cooked, but they're looking nice. They're rising up a bit. It's very smart of me to put that in 2 pans.
Oh, that smells good.
Right?
That's really good. And berry wise, I know you mentioned to get some berries out. I've got blueberry and raspberry. What are you doing?
Nice.
Yeah.
I got raspberries only, mostly because I just think they look nicer against the chocolate.
Yeah, they do. I do like my blueberries too.
Oh, I love blueberries.
So
when we were kids, like where I grew up, you never bought berries. Like you would go to the blueberry patch and pick them, or you would go pick your raspberries, or you'd pick your wild strawberries. And I had never tasted store-bought any like berries before I came to Toronto, and they are nowhere near as good.
Absolutely not.
They're just
agree with you.
Yeah.
I grew tomatoes last summer. I've got a little balcony garden,
Mhm.
and those were the best tomatoes I've ever had. Because I grew they're so much tastier.
Mark grew radishes in our garden this year.
Ooh.
They were so spicy. Like I'm not like not in a, oh, like spicy, I can't eat it. Like, but
yeah,
they were so delicious. Like they were just so spicy on the tongue. I was like, I have never tasted radishes like this. It's insane.
That is awesome.
Yeah, they were so good. And they were large too. They were like these big giant radishes that were just delicious.
Wow. One game that I've started to enjoy playing on this show with my guests is what is the weirdest thing in your fridge or on your fridge? Do you have a strange magnet or a strange item in your fridge?
Oh, I have a very strange item on my fridge. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
I'm gonna bring it over to you.
Yes, we would.
Okay, first of all, everything on my fridge is strange from my Golden Girl magnet collection. Yes, I have a Golden Girl magnet collection.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
For no apparent reason, and this freaks my husband out to no end. He's always like, why do you have a strange man on your fridge? I have this greeting card.
What the hell?
I do not know this man. I got this from my friend Brian as a Christmas present about 10 years ago.
Oh, you have to keep that.
It has been, yeah, I've had it for 10 years now. It's just a Merry Christmas card from my friend Brian. Oh, you know what? I just picked up Mark's Nana. She just sold her house. She's 97, I believe. And she just sold her house.
Okay.
And she gave me like some of the coolest things when she sold her house.
Ooh.
But check out, can you see this?
Calorie towel?
Yes. So here, I'm just gonna, so it's like, it's the little things that count your calories.
Oh
And then
my
it gives
gosh.
you the average calories, like for the portions.
That is awesome.
And then,
What is that at the bottom?
so it's like an overweight woman, me.
Oh,
So up here is like the normal stuff, beef, beets. You get down to where the like heavier woman is.
candy, cake, Coke.
Ice cream, candy, cake. Yeah, mine's not ready. I can totally tell.
Clean knife. I'm done.
I'm just getting out a.
We are not done yet. So I did the knife test. A portion of the cake was good, but the other portion had cake, so I'm not ready.
Oh, you're not ready? Yeah, mine's. It is. It smells so good, right? Like.
It's the best candle. Like the food candle is the best candle.
I always buy Bath and Body Works, you know, not the Black Friday sale, the what do you call it? Boxing Day sale, but I own too many now, so I stopped. But last year, Mark bought me for Christmas a couple of indigo candles.
This is my indigo candle. I got this one. It says, "Hey girl."
Oh, I love it.
It's coconut and mango.
Well, he got me an evergreen one for Christmas, so it just smells like Christmas, and we light it. And he likes it so much that he went out and got another one. I'm like, you know, it's going to take us like 5 years to burn this one, right? Like you can only burn it during December, and it smells like, and it's so big. It's one of the 3 wick candles. Ridiculous.
Well, I mean, technically, you could burn it in January because of like Ukrainian Christmas.
That's true. That's true.
You know.
But I have the same one. He bought me like an evergreen one and a champagne one.
Oh yes, I smelled the champagne one.
And it's just like, this is so New Year's, right?
Yeah. No, yeah. So what are your New Year's plans? Do you have any?
As long as they're better than last New Year's.
Oh gosh, last New Year's, I had a friend was in town. We had pizza, we had wine, and we watched Coming to America. It was pretty good.
And it's all my fault. I'm so sorry that I canceled my New Year's party on New Year's.
Right. That's why I ended up doing that. All right. Ooh, this is like a nice little chocolate.
How delicious this cake is, Kelly, if you've never had one before.
What's that?
If you've never had one before, you're going to be really surprised at how delicious this cake is.
I'm super excited. I've never done this with pop and the cake mix. Like,
yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. Like I obviously I've been on your show before.
Yeah.
And I've watched some episodes, and everybody makes these like amazing, complicated recipes, and I'm like, hey, take a box of cake and a can of Coke.
You're just
call it a day.
That is awesome. Oh, I'm so excited. Yay. And then we're going to be microwaving our frosting, which I've never done.
Yeah. I'm the queen of shortcuts, I tell you.
Pretty cool.
So,
Oh, we. Okay. Wow. Given that there were like 4 things in this, my kitchen's a mess.
Three things.
3 things. Well, with the berries, that's 4.
That's 4. That's true.
Yeah.
With the berries.
Oh
So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it, and then yeah, and then we can kind of go from there. Now for me, I put it out on a plate.
Yeah.
Because you know cakes are a little bit domed, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So because of that, all I do is when I put it out on the plate, I leave it upside down.
That makes sense.
So I get the perfectly flat surface.
That is a good call. Oh, this is good. Yay. All right. What will we serve?
It looks so smooth and pretty.
Yours really does. Yeah. It's got a beautiful, and the way the light is coming in your window right now, it's just like shining right off of it. Nice. This will be a lovely dinner for myself.
Right? I know, I told my mom I was doing this. She's like, yes, we get cake for supper. I love how my mother just assumes I'm sharing with her, right?
Yep. Well, whenever my mom comes over, I'll prepare a nice meal for her, but her question is always, do you have anything sweet? She's always,
Of
you
course. I don't trust people who don't have a sweet tooth.
oh, yeah, she's got a solid one, so she's very trustworthy then.
Nice.
Shall we cut into it, or?
Sure. Let me just get my knife out and it's nice. Normally I would put it on normally I would wait for this to cool the whole way,
Okay.
but this is showbiz.
Exactly. For TV time, we're checking in now. Oh my gosh. I'm a notoriously terrible cake cutter, so I will do my photo after my cake slice.
Yeah, mine's not amazing because it's kind of so hot, but
Well, let's just try this. Well, bon appetit.
bon appetit.
Oh man. Oh, that is so, I hate this word. It's moist.
Right? Like how does it come out so great when it's just box cake and like this is the best box cake you've tried, right?
This is a mix. And this was the cake mix and soda pop. That was it.
And it comes out super moist. It's not too dense.
Mm. And the fruit just adds a little different texture, which is super good. This is
Yeah, and I like the raspberry because I like kind of the tartness with the chocolate, right?
Mm. Oh my god. I wish we had smell-o-vision. This taste is this is a good smell and a good taste. Oh my god. You do not need the eggs and the oil.
No,
Water.
no, and I don't think you could put the eggs and the oil in. It wouldn't.
I'm not gonna mess with
So yeah, so that is my growing up poor cake.
that. I feel like I have this all over my
That is my growing up poor cake, and now it is just my go-to short like notice company cake.
If there were Nobel Prizes for cake, I think you should get them. This was amazing. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me on again. I love being on your show.
It's our little tradition. So yeah, hopefully I will get to bake with you in person again one day soon.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That'll be really good. All right, so send me a photo, and then this will go to air. When is Mark's birthday? This goes to air, by the way, on December 3rd.
Mark's birthday is the 6th.
All right, well, happy birthday, Mark.
And I really hope I got that right.